Good parents don't necessarily teach their children about money. Many parents work hard to provide for their families. They love their children, provide a proper education, and strive to be role models in their daily lives. However, one important lesson is often overlooked: education about money. Many parents consider discussions about finances to be an adult matter. As a result, children grow up without understanding how to earn money, manage it, save it, differentiate between needs and wants, and the importance of planning for the future. However, the ability to manage money is not an innate talent, but rather a skill that must be learned from an early age. A child may grow up in a loving family, but if they are never taught the value of money, they risk becoming a consumerist. When they first earn their income, they may focus more on wants than needs because they lack a strong foundation of financial literacy. Teaching children about money doesn't have to be complicated. Parents can start with simple things, such as giving them an allowance and teaching them how to manage it, encouraging them to save, involving them in shopping, or explaining that money is earned through work and effort. From these early experiences, children learn responsibility, patience, and the importance of making wise decisions. Unfortunately, many parents find financial topics too difficult to explain to their children. Some also worry that their children will become overly focused on money if they talk about it too often. However, the goal of financial education is not to make children obsessed with money, but rather to help them understand how to use it wisely. Children need to know that money is a tool to meet needs and achieve goals, not just something to be spent as they please. In today's digital age, the challenge of teaching children the value of money is even greater. In the past, someone had to hold cash to buy something. Now, with a few taps on a mobile screen, items can be purchased and delivered to their home. This convenience often makes it difficult for children to understand that every transaction involves spending real money. Therefore, parents need to explain that balances in accounts, digital wallets, and payment cards still have limits that must be managed wisely. In addition to teaching children how to spend money, parents also need to teach the importance of saving. Saving helps children understand that not all desires need to be fulfilled immediately. When children learn to set aside some of their pocket money to buy something they want in the future, they are learning patience, discipline, and planning. These skills will be invaluable as they grow up. Equally important, children also need to be taught about sharing. Good financial education isn't just about earning and saving money, but also about using it to help others. When children are taught to set aside some of their money for charity or to help those in need, they learn that money has social and humanitarian value. They understand that success isn't measured solely by the amount of wealth they possess, but also by the benefits they can provide to others. Children tend to imitate what they see. Therefore, the example set by parents is highly influential. When parents manage their finances well, avoid excessive debt, and habitually save, children will naturally absorb these habits. Conversely, if children frequently see wasteful and consumptive lifestyles, they are likely to imitate the same behavior. Educating about money can also help children develop decision-making skills. They learn to consider options, calculate risks, and set priorities. For example, when faced with the choice between buying a new toy or saving money for a larger goal, children are practicing long-term thinking skills. This ability will be invaluable when they face important decisions in adulthood. Many financial problems experienced by adults actually stem from a lack of financial education from childhood. Difficulty managing expenses, the habit of going into debt without calculation, and the inability to prepare an emergency fund often arise from a lack of basic money management skills. Therefore, financial education should begin at home, long before children enter the workforce. Ultimately, Being a good parent is not only about meeting children's needs today, but also preparing them for the future. Teaching children about money is one of the most valuable legacies a parent can leave.